No, you have to do the camera. Eagles looking to extend the win streak off the top of the year to 10. Hinton, second game here in the NJHL. 0-1. They lost last night to Edson 8-0, and here we go. Hinton wins the draw, and we are underway here at the Edson District Leisure Center. Hinton pulls it over the line. Shot wide. Isaac, he had the shutout yesterday. Gannett over to LeClaire. Fumbled the pass. And there's come in. And now here's Gannett, the Edson native. His shot. Saved, covered, and held on. Line 2 coming out for Edson. And they win the draw. There's Hardy. Spinning. Gives it to Spraggs. His shot off the blocker and high. Pinned up against the wall. Banged off the wall to Wood. Back in deep, and Hinton trying to get set up. Saucer feed. And out of the reach, and icing will be called just under a minute in. Wood wins the face off to Hardy. Hardy with a lane to the net. He's going to take it. Doesn't get the shot off. Spraggs down low, misses Hardy, and now it comes back up top. Hardy will take it. He gets checked off the puck. And now the Canadians the other way. Spraggs will stop it up at the line, and Wood, it'll spin back over the red line. Dumped in by Edson, and that's going to be Hardy. He's coming in 1v4, gets the puck taken off his stick. He'll circle back now. Hardy past his own red line, and now Kabak tipped off the stick and into the zone. Now the Hinton Canadians the other way. Johnston. Puck taken off him. And now Cody Beck. Cross seam. Doesn't go. And Joey Isaac will have to make a glove save.
Hungry Harry's is known for serving up the best pizza in town. Every dish features fresh ingredients, bold flavors, and unbeatable crust. Taste what everyone's talking about. Let's make some noise for Trail Printing. They print it all for the Edson Eagles, from road signs, tickets, posters, and programs too. Trail Printing in Edson.
Off the draw.
Keeping us looking good all season long.
Hinton down low now. That's taken away. And here comes the Edson the other way. That's LeClaire. Coming down the line with speed. He's hit by Williams, and shot off the stick and high, out of play. Schneider in the face-off dot for Edson. He wins it to himself, and he's now getting checked in the corner. Paul up. Goes into the corner. Schneider takes the body, and Gaucher takes the puck, and now over to the left-hand side to LeClaire. It's taken off the stick, and now Paula. Eagles making a change. And the puck comes out. Hardy behind his own net, getting set up, gives it to Gaucher, and he'll look for a lane. And now it's turned over to Hinton, and Edson will have to reset now. Hardy over to Wood, 2-on-1. Wood, shot, save, rebound, wraparound, doesn't go, and Hardy to Kobach. Looks up, fires off the shin pad, and into the corner. Kobach will stop up at the line. Kobach scores! And the captain makes it 1-0 Eagles. And 1-0 lead taken by the Eagles. Here's the goal scorer, Kobach. Over to Bick, and Eagles can't break out. Off the body. And Kobach. Flipped high off the glass and into the zone. Over Bick's head, and McPherson will send it into the zone. Sorry, it's McFarland sends it into the zone, offside. Too far for Brown there. No icing on the play. And Spraggs, who walks it over the line. Spraggs.
Gavin Colback, assisted by number 16, King Charles Groslow, and number 9, Alexis Harding. Time of the goal.
And save made, rebound. Comes out. McFarland along the wall. Bick, his shot. Low and wide. And here's a breakaway. Brown. In. Yeah! Save made by Isaac. Sprawling save. High danger chance. And he keeps his shutout streak against Hinton alive. Schneider will pick it off the captain. And Pachette bounces off the wall. And now here's Schneider. Schneider in pad stop. And the rebound. Don't know if Hinton's keeper knew where it was exactly. And Hinton will do a dump and chase. Save made by Isaac. And the Eagles look up ice. There's LeClaire. Stopped up at the line, but he'll get through. Here's Francis. As you probably heard, he was the hardest worker last night across Highway 16 in Hinton. And shot goes wide out the zone, and Hinton breaks loose. There's Williams circling at the red line, and he'll find a way through. Williams. Stick handle. Forehand shot. Save. Rebound. Comes dangerously loose. Isaac with a poke check away, and he's now in the corner. Eagles get it out, and it's a turnover. Can't be kept in, though, and Hinton forced a tag up. Hardy give him a hard time, and Gruzel. He had the primary assist on the opening goal. No icing called on the play as Gaucher was deemed too slow to the puck, and now he'll start up ice. Wood to Hardy. Over to Gruslow. His shot upstairs scores! Shot from a sharp angle on the left-hand side. Over Brochure's right shoulder, and it's 2-0 Eagles. They call him King Charles. And that was a shot from a king, if you will. And McFarland, it goes past him, and Hinson's defense looking for a lane.
Eagles goal.
Harvey.
Scored by number 16.
Back.
For second point of the night. King
Go.
Charles Groslow.
And there's
Assist
Stavely.
number 9, Alexis Harding. And number 4, Rowan Gannett. Time of the goal, 7:59. Shoot.
Ball up. Dumped in. Gaucher. It's not going to be icing once again. And Gannett, her Edson native, over McFarland's head, and Hinton. Here's Williams. He's in over the line. Looks for a lane shot, saved by Isaac. No rebound to be had.
Of tonight's contest, the very popular Frisbee. Four throws to sink it in.
There's Williams.
And there's $200 cash.
And it's going to be stolen. And the Eagles start off the other way. Here's Francis. Francis over to Leclerc. It's poked away from him. Kept in at the line by Spraggs. He'll just throw it in deep. Williams plays it over to his partner. And Brown. Brown slap shot on Isaac's shoulder.
We extend a special thank you to Canadian Tire Edson. Trusted parts and top tier.
Shot off the draw, that was blocked and goes through, and here's Francis. Hard to the net, poked away by Cunmore. And Francis will watch over the captain, Harvey. Hinton having a hard time going through the zone. Edson's been trapping them quite well in their own zone and the neutral zone. Shot by Hardy goes high. And rimmed around, goes back to Hardy. He's knocked off his stick's knocked out his hands, and is flailing his hands. Bichette to Hardy. And he's in. Hardy on the wraparound. Elects not to shoot. He'll pass to Bichette. Doesn't make it there. Now it's a 3-on-2 the other way. And the peels off on a change. It's only Clark going into the zone. Clark spins and goes around the stick of Hardy in front of his own net. And he'll look for a way up the ice. And it will look like he'll just take it himself. He will. Hardy over the line. Hardy. Pad stop. Rebound. Deep end. Clark's at it again. Clark this time will just dump in into the glove of Isaac, and the Eagles will start up once again. Jaska backhand. A bit of a turnover, and Edson trying not to get too many men here. Bijan. Over out of
Sponsoring
play.
the Edson.
So I don't know how many people are actually out watching tonight's Eagles game, because apparently there is a big game going on in Toronto. It's 3-1 Blue Jays, top of the 6th. Bring it home for Canada, boys. And off the draw on the power play, Hinton is. And the Eagles have been pretty good on the penalty kill this season. It comes out the zone, and Harvey will have to tag up for his team. And it's a turnover, and Sprags and Gaucher will kill as much time. Gaucher down and into the glove of
Edson. Eagles bench penalty. Too many men.
now. Hinton trying to set it up. Shot. Save made. Gaucher makes it in the corner. Schneider tries to pull it out the line. It doesn't come out though, and there's Clark. Down low to Paula. And it comes out the zone off Harvey's stick, shaking his head there. Clark. Not. And now Pigeon. McPherson. Dumped wide, and McFarland. Doesn't come out the zone. Williams. He's watching. Hinton calling for down low. And it comes out McPherson. He's got a skip. Or McFarland, sorry. He's in. Nifty move. And he doesn't get the puck back. And
shout out to Graham Sports and Outdoors for
it's
supporting your Edson Eagles, a local favorite for
called.
all. $50 tickets will be sold for a limited
Draw
time
one by
until
Hinton.
approximately 5 minutes into
3 seconds left to
the
go on there. Penalty, and now the Eagles will have a power play. Hardy. It's turned over Clark. He's checked, and Gannett over to Bichette. Bichette trying to get it through to Wood. Last home game, Wood had 2 power play goals. And Hinton will knock that one out the zone, and Rowan Gannett will have to be the one to pick it up. He's being watched.
Hinton's penalty to number
And
14, Jared Williams.
Save made by Isaac on Brown. Little bit of a miscue. Isaac, that could be his best of his night. He's had a few good ones, though, on the 9 shots he's faced. Here's Hardy. Hardy over the line. Hardy, nifty move. Hardy! Doesn't get the shot to go. There's Gaucher. Gaucher over to Hardy. His shot. Save made. And no rebound. Coming from Colin Lee. Leclerc wins the face-off. McFarland over to Schneider. He fires one just wide, and McFarland poked away. Gaucher, a slap shot. And gets through, but not in the net. And here's Schneider back at the red line, forced to tag up. Schneider circling once again. Gives it off to Gaucher. It goes past Schneider on that one, and Paula will be forced to clear it. 6 seconds to go on the power play for the Eagles. And Williams is set free. Schneider. And it's going to be turned over. That's not. And he's hit by McFarland before he could do any more damage. Hinton. Passes it, and that's Harvey. He'll shoot it from away distance. And Spraggs looks up ice. Tipped over the line by Leclerc, and he'll head off on a change. There's Clark in the corner. Hardy tried to get a stick on that one before it could go full length, and it's going to be Spraggs again, and he'll fire it off the glass, and Clark will pick it up once again, and now Hardy this time will get possession, and he's looking for a lane down the ice, and fights off a check-in. Now he's over the blue line, makes a nifty move. Here's Hardy, and fans on the shot. Wood, through legs of Gruzel, and here's Hardy's shot off the pad. Kept that slap shot on the ice, and he'll peel off on a change. Kobach off the wall, off the stanchion. It's just an awkward play save by Isaac. That's a pair of stops for him in tight off the weird deflection on Kobach. 2:30 to go here in the first period. Kobach over to Pichette, and now here's Rugger Leclerc. In shot, save made, no rebound by Lee. That's his 7th save of the night.
To the volunteers at the admission table this evening, you know.
Draw will be taken again as soon as Snyder in the dot. Hinton wins it. That was Brown, and Brown will be the guy to break it loose. Hinton behind the net, and a bit of a toss-up, and it came dangerously out in front. Shot save. Pigeon. Go shot in the corner. 1:43 to go here in the first period. Harvey, slap shot way right and nowhere near the target. Pichette, bounce off a skate. He'll have to reset this one. It goes off the glass and past Francis. It won't be icing. Harvey will get there before it hits the red line, and Harvey's waiting behind his own net, and Hinton coming through the neutral zone. Brown, one of their new acquisitions, him and Williams.
Last minute of play in the first.
And as you heard, last minute. And here we go. That's Stavely. I'll just dump it in on target. Hinton, maybe time for one last rush. Paula over to Brown. Paula shot, pad, stop, rebound, scores. Dane Pollock, and it's 2-1 with 28.8 seconds to go here in the first. And draw one. Here's Hardy. Trying to get that lead back to 2 maybe in the last 20 seconds here. Kobach, he has 1 tonight. Shot save made. Rebound Clark. And puck comes down the ice and Isaac. I'll have to play that one. 2 seconds to go, and that will do it for the first period.
Hinton's goal scored by number 15, Jaden Brown. Assist number 20,
Doesn't look like there's a call and play for safe made by Lee, and he'll hold on. Sorry for the bit of delay getting back on the stream. We're all watching the Toronto Blue Jays. 4-2 lead in the bottom of the 7th. Isaac will play it. Misplay. Isaac recovers though.
Broken screen, slow laptop, Orient Tech has you covered. They offer no-cost diagnosis, 30-day warranty, and complete support for Mac and PC. Stop by. Let them help you get back online fast. And a big thank you to Cal Tire for supporting the Edson Eagles. From winter tires to full auto care, Cal Tire Edson keeps you rolling.
And Hardy will drop back to Kobach, and he'll dump it high into the zone. Kobach has a goal already. He scored the opener. And shots 14-9 in favor of Hinton. A score 2-1 Edson. And that's going to be icing against Edson, coming all the way back into their zone. And draw one past Williams, and he'll have to tag back along with his Hinton teammates. Wood. He'll start up off the ice, and it's turned over. Wood will get it back, though, at his own hash mark behind the net. Turnover at the line, comes out, and Hinton trying to enter now. Kobach, the defenseman, in on a breakaway, he scores his second of the game. And Gavin Kobach, and it's 3-1 Eagles. And Pichette. He'll play it back, and there's Stavely. Trying to extend the lead to 3.
Eagles goal,
Pichette.
unassisted. Score by number
And there's
91.
Brown. He had the opener tonight. Save!
Time of the goal, 142.
Or I believe that was high. Bit of a hit, and here's McFarland. Don McFarland moving behind, and we'll drop it in front. Here's Pichette off the blocker, and he'll pick up his own rebound on the far side corner at the blue line. Another blocker stop for Lee, and Brown gets Hinton going. And save made by Isaac. Back at the point. Shot, another save, and rebound comes out, and the Eagles trying to get it free, but Hinton pressuring in their zone, trying to keep this game within 2, maybe make it 1. Draw play mishandled. Isaac just pokes it back into the corner, and there's Harvey. Over to Clark. His shot high, and Isaac with a glove stop.
Prescriptions, expert advice, or everyday wellness support, Shoppers Pharmacy Edson is here for you. Caring staff, trusted service, and a commitment to your well-being. Every visit, every time. Whether it's hockey season or off-season, Canadian Tire in Edson is always there for our team and our town. Thanks for being a reliable partner and helping us chase every win.
Puck's down the ice, and that will be icing against the Eagles. So tied up off the draw. And Isaac, it just goes. And that's Rowan Gannett going to the box for a hook. 0 for 1 on the power play. Hinton. Draw 1. And the Canadians set up. Spragues pins it against the wall, trying to kill some time. Trying to take it behind his net.
Eagles penalty number 4. Rowan Gannett. 2 minutes for hooking.
And there's Pollock up to the point. And shot through dangerously. Eagles haven't got the puck out the zone yet. Almost 40 seconds into the power play. In the corner. And the puck finally comes trickling out. And Kenton Wood applying some pressure. Schneider, and almost a dangerous play, and now it's a 3-on-3 the other way. Spinning. Shot off the blocker. A shot by Williams. And there's going to be another penalty coming up here. 5-on-3 for 39 seconds.
We extend our sincere gratitude to Trail Printing for their generous sponsorship this season. Got it. Give them a call. Thank you, Trail.
Well, this is a big kill for Edson coming up here. 39 seconds, 5-on-3. And draw 1, and there's a little bit of scrap going on behind the net. Spragues will check. And here's Harvey. 17 seconds to go on the 2-man advantage, and now there's Schneider. 2-on-1.
Eagles penalty number 96.
And it's into the netting. And the net comes off, and some rough stuff. And here we go. And the gloves are off in the netting, and looks like they're just dog fighting on the ice. No real punches being thrown. And that's John Spragues for the Eagles, and up against and that was John Spragues and Pigeon.
Dodgers hit a home run.
And it sounds like the more important game tonight. It's 4-3 now for the Jays. Trey Savage is the pitcher. He just pitched how many days ago? A risky move by John Schneider, in my opinion. And looks like they're assessing penalties right now. The 3 referees tonight. And we are sorry for the language you may have heard after we learned the Dodgers had scored a home run. It's a one-run game while they assess penalties. 6 seconds left on the 5-on-3. And now the Nets just finally getting readjusted. And it looks like it'll be a 5-minute penalty for Hinton's pigeon. Yeah, that's Blake Pigeon going to box for 5 minutes. Kobuk just asking all the penalties to the ref and really giving answers.
During the third.
14:31 to go in the period. Looks like they finally got everything assessed. It will be Wood, Gaucher, and Kobuk out there for the Eagles. And it's going to be a bit of 4-on-3 hockey.
10-minute game misconduct for unsportsmanlike. And a 5-minute major for cross-checking. Eagles penalty number 21, John Sprague's. 2 minutes, minor roughing.
And you heard it there. It's a 5-minute and a game misconduct for Pigeon. There's Clark. Wood pressuring, and there's Harvey. His shot. High and wide. Clark. And then puck comes out, and Harvey will be there to pick it up. Lee will send it up. Gaucher clears it only to Harvey, who was halfway between the blue line and red line, and
a big thank you to the Brick
that's
Edson for sponsoring all
whistle
of
down.
the pucks this season. Every shot, every pass, and every goal is made possible by the Brick. Craving something delicious after hours? Hungry Harry's is open. Whether it's pizza, wings, or a late night snack. We've got you covered. Swing by or call your order in. Your midnight cravings just found their home.
Hardy here to kill some time on the penalty kill. 9 seconds to go on the 4-on-3. Gaucher, and that's 200-foot clear. Stopped down by Lee, and that will do it for the 4-on-4. And the Canadians setting up. And Isaac will stop it behind the net, and Gaucher head up. Drops it back, and can the Eagles break loose shorthanded? And here's Hardy. Hardy inside, can't get the inside lane. 7 seconds to go, and then the Eagles get quite a bit of power play time with the 5-minute. And Schneider will poke it. And there's 2:45 on this Eagles power play to go. As we're back to even strength. Gaucher to Schneider. Schneider behind the net. Sent out in front. Gaucher can't pick it up. And there's Clark. Pressured by Hardy, so he just has to dump it in. Teammate, and it goes off the outside of the post. And Clark in deep. Shorthanded. Pulled away by Wood. So far the best. And there's going to be a delayed penalty. The Eagles will go 5-on-3 for a little bit. Hardy getting set up. Pichette over. And now here's Rugger Leclerc. Leclerc! And again steamrolls Lee, and just some words this time. No fists being thrown.
He got pushed. He got pushed.
Kruger has to keep his head off.
11:20 here to go in the period. Clark got a 2-minute, and it's going to be that 5-on-3. Leclerc wins the face-off to Bichette. And
Number 91, Riley Clark, 2 minutes for cross-checking.
And Bichette, his shot tipped. And McFarland back up to Bichette, a bouncing puck. He'll calm it down, and he makes a spin move over to McFarland, tipped by Francis, and goes cross ice and out the zone. Now McFarland, he'll use his wheels through the zone. McFarland, and he whiffs on a stick handle. It will go all the way down the ice. A minute 03 left on the 5-on-3. There's Schneider. Schneider, he's in, makes a nifty move. Off the post. Rebound comes loose. Save Lee. Rebound will not come out.
Grip, sports, and outdoors on 4th Avenue. Eagles. Dr. Amy, our game day event organizer, and one in charge tonight.
And off the draw. Shot save, rebound. Here's Hardy. Nifty move. Alessier Hardy. And he lost the puck. And Hinton makes a full length of the ice clear. And Isaac will stop it behind the net. Bichette waits up for Hardy, and Hardy through the neutral zone casually. Makes a nifty move inside. Save made. And there's Cadot. Over to Wood. Alessier Hardy. Back to Kenton Wood. Shot wide. And Cadot. And he'll give it to Ty Gauchier. Alessier Hardy now. Hardy at the point. Back to Gauchier. The 5-on-3's done. Save made by Lee. And there's 5 seconds to go in the Clark penalty. And that's a big kill for the Canadians to keep this game within 2. Shots 18-18. Draw one by the Eagles, but it comes right out to the Canadians, and that will do it for the power play. Pichette. Pichette looks up ice, and Francis gloves it down, and Harvey will knock it out the zone. But Schneider there. Schneider being pressured, but gives it up to Francis. Francis enters the zone, and Kobach looking for the hat trick. Shot save made. Kobach with our 2-0 tonight. He's the hat trick watch. And Leclerc shot. I don't know if that made it the whole way through. And there's Clark. Clark and Schneider will push it out the zone, and the Canadians have to reset. Kobach, sorry. Knocks out the line, and Hinton looking for options up the ice. Isaac just covers it safely, and with 8:04 left here in the second, 3-1 Eagles. Shots 20-18.
So warm in here.
Draw one by the Canadians. Shot saved by Isaac. And he won't let there be a rebound. And this time the draw is won by the Eagles, and what comes outside the line, and that's Brown. And Hardy with the steal at his blue line. Hardy shot off the blocker. And he's had a few looks tonight. And that's tipped, and that was dangerously close. And now Brown, you can't start the breakout. Hardy has to let that one go as he was offside, and Gauchier trying to look up ice, and now that's Hardy. Puck left behind him, and there's Rowan Gannett off the wall. Gannett. Gauchier can't get it past, and Wood, a bit of a trickle at the line. There's Pollock. His shot. Save made. And hard shot by Brown, and it's into the padding of Joey Isaac. Draw one, and there's Clark. He'll flip it in. And Stavely. Save made by Lee, and he'll hold on. Stavely wins the face-off, and there's Don McFarlane. And it's taken out, and that's Cody Bick who's going to stop him, and Stavely. He's behind the net, muscling for it. And now Pollock over to Knott, and shot save made by Isaac. Shots all tied up at 22, but it's a 3-1 Edson lead. There's Sprague's battling for it in the corner, and now Schneider tries to flip it up to Leclerc. It's blocked by Williams, and it comes outside the line. Francis, and it's turned over. Whiffed on the shot. That was Clark, and they score. Can't exactly tell who that was. I believe, judging by the celebration, that's Brown's second of the game, and they just want an explanation on the call of what was going on with the bit of roughing on the near side here. All three of Kobach, Hardy, and Spragues having conversation with the officials, but I believe the score will stay 3-2. There's Gruzel. Or Gannett, sorry, and he'll pull it offside. With 5:07 to go here in the second period. Draw one, and we're back underway. High off the glass, and there's Gaucher, and there's going to be a penalty on the play. Interference the call, and Gannett's off to the box for 2. This is a big power play if you're Hinton. Trying to knot this game up before the intermission. And draw one, and it's 200-foot clear for the Eagles. And Schneider just trying to keep that puck. Almost got a turnover at the line, and Williams will knock it in for a bit of a dump and chase, but Pichette will be there first. Pichette. Another hard shot by Browns. Blocker save. Rebound. Another shot save. Williams. Over to Brown. Brown just wide and dangerously close. Eagles scrambling a little bit.
Roland Gannett. 2-minute minor for interference.
And that's a clear by Gruzlow. And now here's Brown. Clark. And McFarland gets bobbled, and there's Spraggs. He has McFarland with him. Was a 2-on-1. Now it's a... And we have broken ankles there on Harvey. And now Hinton back the other way. 13 seconds to go on the power play. Negotiator trying to poke it away from Brown, and his shot goes wide. Power play over for Hinton, but they already still have pressure. Brown. Another slap shot save. Isaac, no rebound, and some cross-checking and fighting after the whistle.
If you have frisbees, make your way over to the southwest corner of the arena under the drop bag zone sign. We'll have a game day volunteer waiting for you and to greet you and then to usher you over to the players' boxes. One more thing, remember your frisbees. It's just a little bit embarrassing if you get onto this side of the arena and your frisbees are on the other side of the arena.
And we're heading into the top of the ninth in the Blue Jays game. 4-3. Can it be like 1993 all over again? Draw one, and puck comes outside the line, and that will be icing against the Eagles. And here we go. Draw one. Clark, his shot's tipped wide. And hit by Kobach, and now Hardy. Gruzla poked it, and the Canadians will start making a play. Here's Kenton Wood. Wood! Pad stop! And now he'll circle behind the net. Gives it up. Bichette into the glove of Lee, and 2:01 to play here in the second period. And Francis, he's knocked down.
2 more outs to get the ring, boys. 2 more outs.
I think you heard over the mic, that's 2 more outs to get a World Series ring for the Blue Jays. And there's Schneider. He's hit. 3:01 to play here in the second period. And Eagles gonna head to the power play. This, if they don't score, it will carry over. That's McPherson going to the box, and minute 30 to play. And poked into the corner. Hardy shot save. Wood. Gruzela. And here's Hardy. Shot save made by Spraggs, and Played with high stick by Hardy. And
Final minute of play.
gonna let him touch it into the corner. And there's Clark's shot, save made. No rebound to be had. And the Eagles win the faceoff. Here's McFarland. Wheeling.
Hinton's penalty.
And 2-0 here. They score! Short hit.
Let's go!
No, it's a stop. What a save. And now McFarland the other way. They thought the puck was in. And that was a massive stop by Joey Isaac. Shot save made on Hardy. Let's say Hardy. And the puck comes loose. Hardy, another big defensive play. And another save by Joey Isaac. He'll hit it up. 3.4 to go here in the period. And there's a lot of fighting going on in the corner. Are the gloves off? And we have some unfortunate news. The LA Dodgers have tied it up in the top of the ninth. It's 4-4. And they're discussing penalties.
Hold up. Game misconduct. unsportsmanlike conduct.
And Gavin Kobach out with an unsportsmanlike conduct, but the Eagles will get a power play. And that will do it for the second period. We're all going to go watch the intensity of the Jays game now. And we will be back for the third period. And we are back for the third period of play after an eventful bottom of the ninth. We're going to a 10th inning in the World Series, but we have a third period to play up here.
We're switching, I guess. They're just gonna mark shot on goal.
And we're underway, and that's Alessia Hardy over the woods. Shot doesn't get through. Hardy. Hardy, slap shot. Save made, and the first penalty's expired, and
Trail Printing in Edson have been supporting the community for over 50 years, and now they print it all for your Edson Eagles. From road signs, tickets, posters, and programs too. Trail Printing in Edson. Back looking shirts all season long. And a huge thank you to Canadian Tire Edson for being a proud supporter of the Edson Eagles. They also support the local sports and community spirit. Makes a real
shot save made.
on and off the ice.
And Kenton Wood. So go back and Hardy. Yeah, no, that's sorry, that's Gaucher. Now that's back to Hardy. Still got 2:55 to go on the power play. Hardy. Over to Gaucher. Gaucher shot save made. And there's Bichette. It comes outside the line. Hardy. Hardy, he's through, and we'll drop back to Bichette. Bichette down low, and his shot doesn't get through the traffic in front. Hardy. Up, shot save on Gaucher. It didn't get through, and the Canadians almost a breakout. Back in deep, and there's Bichette over to and Schneider comes outside the line. Schneider around, and there's Gannett, and Gannett hit on the way in. And puck comes up and out of play.
We're looking for a fantastic diving.
Back underway. Still a minute 10 to go in the power play. And Claire hit and in deep, and the Canadians off the glass, and will clear. Gaucher with 47 seconds to go behind the net, waiting for his team to set up. Gaucher over the red line. And there's Schneider. Sprags. They'll dump it in, and another clear. That time by Brown. The power play expires. Schneider. And Check calling for it, but it goes to Hardy. Hardy, he's hooked, save made, rebound! Stopped by Lee, and another shot save made, and it's up and out of play.
Get your programs out. Take a look at the lucky number on that program. Every program has a lucky ticket number. I'm going to give you the last 4 digits.
Draw 1.
4-2. You have that program number.
And
winning ticket. Make your way to the merchandise
the Eagles come free, and here's Hardy. His shot's blocked. A little bit of a limp coming out of the Hinton defender, and now got it. Over to Pichette. Pichette, save made on the goal line, and the puck will come loose, and Joey Isaac's gonna call it for it to be icing. It will. Shots 33 to 27 in favor of the Eagles. And puck comes all the way up, and Cata looks up ice to Hardy, and Hardy will circle back, gaining speed over the red line. Hardy trying to extend this lead to 2. Goes around and pass Pichette and pass Gannett. Gannett now will start his own rush. Stick handles over the red line. A little bit of a jump deke around Brown. And Hardy will pick it up off the near wall. And Gruzla. And the puck comes outside the line, and Hardy will be there to pick it up from Joey Isaac. Hardy over to Tyron Gaucher. Gaucher in over the line. Gaucher shot save made. And no rebound. Edson wins the draw, but Hinton recovers. Pichette. There's also feed over to Sprags, and now Schneider will dump it into the zone. And Hinton breakaway shot save, no rebound. And Joey Isaac with the glove stop.
Shoppers Pharmacy Edson is your trusted local pharmacy. Friend. Make sure you get your food, ride safely and easily.
And Hinton wins the draw. Shot, and that's up and out of play. Draw 1 by the Eagles in defensive zone. But the Canadians regain. There's Brown. His shot, and that's his pad stopped by Joey Isaac. And there's Kenton Wood. Wood over the red line, passes off to Hardy. Hardy, nifty little toe drag. He'll drop it back for Kenton Wood. And Gannett down low to Hardy, and now there's Gruzla. Kenton Wood doesn't get the stick he wants on it. And Eagles will dump it in. And Hinton on the way into the zone. And that will be icing against Edson.
Pass, every goal is made possible by the brick.
Oh, have you? Yeah. Okay. Good. She said it to me too. I don't know. Okay.
Draw one by Hardy, and the Eagles out the Canadian zone. And 11:50 to go. A little bit of a bobble by Williams, and they'll get it right back in now. A little dog fight going on in the corner. Comes loose. And Bichette, he'll just dump it in. Still 4-4, top of the 10th. The Dodgers have the bases loaded right now. Go back over to LeClaire. Behind the net. And there's Schneider shot save. And he'll get it back. LeClaire, another drive. And the puck's loose, and now here's Bichette. 10:43 to go here in the period. Eagles up by 1. Knocked off Schneider's stick, and now Brown and Hardy will steal. And that's turned aside by Joey Isaac. Draw one, and another save from Joey Isaac. Draw one by the Eagles, and Gannett with that comes as a full start. Draw one, and now Brown over. And here's Hardy through the zone. Alessier Hardy. And puck stolen off his stick in the corner now. The Canadians are away. No, that's Schneider. Schneider in, shot save made by Lee. Rebound comes out. And it comes just away from Gruzela. Cadot. And Leclerc. Doesn't get the puck, and I thought he was going to have a potential breakaway, but no. Cadot. And that's up and out of play. And there's going to be a penalty against the Eagles as well, number 90. And the Canadians with a huge chance to tie this game with 8:40 to go here. Shot. Scores! I'm pretty sure that was Williams. And Hinton has tied the game at 3. Draw one, and the Eagles trying to look to get this one back. Hardy shot, and it's in to the padding of Lee. Not the only close game going on right now. We're heading to the bottom of the 10th. The Jays are one run away from winning their 3rd World Series ring and first since 1993.
Hinton's goal scored by number 14. Jared Williams,
There's Alessier Hardy.
Dane Pollock, and number 18, Josiah Harvey.
Gannett. That's played, and now Kenton Wood. He'll circle back in his own zone. Wood in Gruzel, shot save made on the backhand. Rucker Leclerc in the face-off dot for the Eagles. And waiting to drop the puck in. Leclerc wins it back. Pichette. And it's fight forward in the corner now. Pichette. His shot. Save made. Pichette out in front. And Koba couldn't put it home. He's back after a 10-minute misconduct. And he's a bit angry. Couldn't put one home. Eagles trying to keep this undefeated record while Hinton's looking for their first win in franchise history. Here in the Highway 16 rivalry. Shots the 41-32 in favor of the Eagles. Here's Hardy. He's speed away. He slows up. Hardy shot save. Rebound, and Brown will knock it. And Spraggs dumps one in. And the Canadians looking up ice. And it's icing waved off here. And that's a nice hit by Gaucher, and Hardy curls around the half wall to no one. And now Kenton Wood will play it out for Gaucher. 6:06 to go. And a stick explodes. That was Tyron Gaucher's. And now Hardy. Hardy has flipped out. And that will be icing against the Eagles. Or sorry, the Canadians. Draw one by the Eagles. Trying to take the lead. Shot high by Leclerc. And playing some joyful tunes while we play hockey. And 5:20 to go. Are we going to see an overtime game here tonight? And shot poked, and it won't be icing. Thanks to stick of Schneider, and here's Leclerc. Just push out in front. Francis will try and pick up from the corner. Little hit, and Spraggs will keep it in at the line. He'll keep battling for it. It finally comes out. But here's Schneider, backhand up, and Francis gets hit by Harvey, and delayed offside is called. And we are going to the 11th inning. Here in Game 7 of the World Series. 4:37 to go here in the third period. In the second biggest game happening tonight. Spraggs. Shot in by... And Gruzlow will have to come back that up, and... Now Hardy. 4:10 to play. Here's Hardy. Round one, a round two, a round three. Hardy into the glove of Lee. Shots 44 to 32. And they're discussing penalties here. No, sorry, it's a timeout. Sorry, that was a Hinton timeout. And with 4:04 to play, we have a close one. Both sides getting hyped up, and Schneider is in for the draw for Edson. And it gets poked through. Sprags. His shot save made, no rebound. Shot 46 now for the Eagles. Lee's having a great night. So is Joey Isaac on the other side. Kobuk. Gaucher, his shot. Doesn't get fully through, and now the Canadians are away. And icing waved off here. Oh, and Joey Isaac sprawls across. There was no shot to be had, and now here's Kobuk. Gavin Kobuk backhander. Doesn't get all the mustard on it. Kobuk now again. Poked away by Lee, and Leclerc tripped in front. Will there be a call? .324 to go here in the third, and this will be an Edson power play. And we got some news from Toronto. The Dodgers have taken a 5-4 lead. Here's Hardy. And Toronto needs a run to tie. 2 runs to win. Shot wide. Hardy. Let's say Hardy, he's in. Pass, shot, save, rebound, scores!
Penalty number 71, Austin Cudmore.
And the Eds, and that's Gruzela, sorry. And that's his 3rd point of the night, and potentially a game-changing goal. It's 4-3. And with 1:53 to play, the Eagles looking to extend the win streak of the start of the season to 10. Schneider dumps it in. That kills a few seconds off the clock. And out in front, Kobuk. That was Patrick Kobuk again dipped in on the far side.
King Charles Greslow.
And
assisted by number 87, Kenton Wood, and number 9, Alexis Hardy. Time of the goal, 17:03.
And Kobuk high sticked in the face. Doesn't look like there's an arm up, no call, and Kobuk's off to the bench. 1:55 to play. Schneider's knocked down. And Gruzela gets it out. Or, sorry, no, that's Gannett gets it out. Tries to get to Schneider out in front. No play there. And Hardy killing as much time as possible. 1:32 down the stretch here at the Edson and District Leisure Center. Here's Gannett. And over the line, his shot saved by Lee. 1:16 to play. You gotta think, will the Canadians pull Lee? Wood knocked down. And 1 minute to play. Lee still in the net for now. Bichette save made by Joey Isaac. 50 seconds to play. Lee still in the net. And the whistle's blown. 47.2 left on the clock. And you gotta wonder if Lee is off to the bench. Shots 50-34. The Eagles have really come on here in the third to only score the game leading goal and to maintain it as well. 40 seconds to play. Leclerc, it doesn't come to him, and Spragues will dump it in off Lee's pad, and now that will negate icing. Hardy to Gaucher. 20 seconds to play. Net's vacant. Off the wall, tries to dump it off the referee. And 8 seconds to play. 5, 4, dive from Gaucher, wide. And that will do it. Your Edson Eagles, 10-0 on the air. 4-3 your final. And
that's the game here.
The game.
On goal in the third period.
Have a great night, everyone.